Welcome back to The Average White Guys. My name's Alex Haynes, one of the owners of A Squared. We're a marketing consulting company here to help you turn those likes into dollar bills, because who doesn't want more money? Because if you had more money, you too might be able to afford 5 minutes with the man sitting across from the table with me. That's right. That's how valuable he is. You have to have loads and loads of cash to be in the same room with this man, because how intelligent, how wise, how amazing he is. And I'm lucky to be with him. That's right. You and I both know him as the one and only Justin Scouten of LLW.
Hello, everybody. This is Justin with LLW Properties and Community Real Estate Services. Man, that was some good BS right there. But
like
I appreciate it. Yes.
You like that?
That was good.
That's
yes.
Genuine
yes.
BS right there.
Right.
Genuine BS.
So speaking of
Genuine BS?
yes, of being in the room with me,
Oh, yeah.
we are just going to be talking about in this podcast what's going on in our lives.
I have this awful rendition of a song that I think goes with that, but then I think it might actually just be Friends theme song in my head. Is like, I feel like Days of Our Life was a show or something.
It was a soap opera.
A soap opera. Okay.
Yes.
Is there music that goes with that?
No,
or?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, you know.
Yes,
in my
and we
mind it
can't
was.
really play the theme of the Friends sitcom. We would probably get sued for that one. Yes.
But there's
I don't know. Maybe your editor can find a way to slip it in there somehow without us getting.
No, do not do that.
Okay.
Let me just tell my editor, do not, for the love of God, do that. We cannot afford that at all. Maybe you can hum it.
You've been sick for a while.
Yeah.
The producer's been sick for a while. I think we talked about that in another
And
podcast.
You've been
I've been
sick.
healthy. Yes, I've been
hate
doing
you
great.
so much.
Yeah.
It's probably all that stupid exercise and healthy eating.
It does help, that's for sure. Yes.
God help us all. Apparently, you are the walking billboard for health.
So yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But one of the things that I would say I've been focusing on over the last 2 or 3 months is sleep. So
that's a change.
That could be another reason why I'm a little healthier lately.
That could be. I have been focusing not on that.
Sleep, yes.
So other than getting sick, so I got that stupid throat cold that was going on, the virus that went around. So I was sick for like 2 days. Wasn't bad. I got better and then immediately got actually sick and got like a really bad head cold, like right piggyback on it because my defenses were down, and that wiped me out for like a week and a half. It was awful.
And that's why I wouldn't be around you anyways.
Yeah, so we wanted to keep you healthy, so we didn't come over. And then our producer got sick. It got so bad, he actually had to go to the hospital to get some tests done to make sure he was good. Thankfully, good news. Everyone's fine.
Good.
Everyone's above ground still. Very important. Being below ground, less fun.
It was funny. I was talking to my sister the other day, and we were talking about how, like when we're in that BNI group that we're in, that I will try and just do fist bumps instead of handshakes, and I even bring in hand sanitizer with me and stuff like that. And she goes, "A little bit of
Howie of our group." Yes.
Yeah. She goes, "Oh, you're a little bit of a germaphobe." I'm not a germaphobe.
That is a lie. You 100% are.
I am not. No, we come up with another word for it.
With another word for this.
I'm a sycophobe. I have a sycophonia. That's what it is.
That
because
is
like
true.
I was in the construction business. When I'm doing work here, I don't mind the dust, the germs and things like that. I just don't want to get sick. So I don't want to be around sneezes, coughs, and other things like that.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, I don't mind germs. Germs are good for you. You need germs to build up antibodies.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay, you're okay with germs, not people being sick.
Yes.
I see what it is.
It's
really
the
huge.
People. Yes.
It's really the people aspect. No. So last couple of weeks, you've been busy. I've been busy. We're playing a little catch up. I recently been working, I don't know, a lot, not sleeping. You, on the other hand, have been sleeping.
Well, I say sleeping, yes. So I'm now getting at least about 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's
healthy.
good. Yes.
Right.
That's, and to some that are not in the entrepreneur world, that may not seem like that much, but I was used to getting anywhere from 4 to 5 at the most, and it was a good night's sleep when I was getting sick. So if I can get 6.5 hours to 7 hours of sleep, I'm still tired, but
if I get
it's better.
Solid 11, 12, that's maybe enough.
Yeah.
I still need a nap later.
Yeah. So we're not talking about the naps that I take every day. That's a whole nother story.
Oh, no,
but
that's true.
Yes. And the caffeine and everything else that I have to do after that. But my sleep is better, so I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So one of the things that I have been working on is we own the building that we are in, our office is in, and we're going through some remodeling.
Yes.
And I'm doing most of it myself.
Yeah.
So that's been keeping me quite busy. We're working with an architect.
And what is this architect's name?
His name is Mateo.
Oh.
And it is Emma Dewey, or Emadou architect.
Emadou architect.
Yes.
I know this because we
I think
both
it's
know
Dewey
him.
because when it's got the Italian accent, so I think it's it's actually pronounced Dew, but when he says it, it sounds like a Dewey.
Might be.
Because he like throws in that little
I just
accent
know
in it.
Technically, in English, it's M2 architect.
Oh,
it's a number 2. That's the Dewey or Do or
okay.
Stu.
All right.
Yeah,
but he's doing a great job. He's putting up with my. I don't understand. We have a tough job in the HOA realm, dealing with bullshit people.
Right.
There's no way of sugarcoating that one. But on the other hand, I mean, he's
someone was going to listen and go, am I that bullshit person? And we just want to tell you, yes, you are.
If you think you are, you probably are that bullshit person. Sorry.
If you're like, is that me? That says it is.
Yeah.
But go on.
So it's just a lot of changes and like tweaks with just painting colors and doing just minor things. And you're kind of going, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. No, can we change this? Can we do this? Can we get a new product for this? Can we try this? And he's been excellent with us.
Yeah, I've heard great things. I've actually seen great things. We actually do some work with him now too. We're going to be helping him with his marketing because hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, which I'm not allowed to do because it'll mess up our recording. We might be signing our lease and moving into a location here in the next couple weeks.
Sweet.
And he's going to help us make it really nice. So we've been searching for a squared studio home for probably a year or so, just kicking tires, trying to figure out what we want to do, what we need, what we hope for. We finally found a spot we really like, and we're seeing if we can get it.
So I know you helped me with some of my advertising, and you are giving me a great price.
Yeah.
So just know when we were looking at this price, that I have spent a lot of money on soundproofing items.
Oh, okay.
So I've saved you a lot because now he doesn't have to do the research that he's done for me for this soundproofing.
Thank you for investing.
Let me tell you, it's not cheap for the research that he's been doing.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this is in our office spaces, it's a little strip mall.
Yeah.
And we have 2 churches here. And on Sundays, those churches, one of them has a band, and the other one is basically uses loudspeaker. And what we had before is, well, it's funny because once we tore down the wall, not the wall, but the sheetrock on our side, their insulation was carpet from the 1980s.
Oh, that's special.
So you could tell how loud it was.
We heard everything.
Yes. Luckily, it was on a Sunday most of the time we were
heard
here.
The Bibles open and close.
Yes. So what we realized is office spaces that we're remodeling on the inside next to that, they could be there on Sundays all the time. We don't know. Yeah. And so we have to control that sound. And so we've been trying to figure out ways to do that. And it's been interesting. It's been a lot of trial and errors. He's come up with some ideas, but the manufacturers or suppliers would never get back to us. And so that was hard to deal with because it's like, well, this product is great. All the information that he found on it was going to do exactly what we need, but you can't buy it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's
like I said,
new way of selling product.
He's tried to reach out to the product manufacturers. We have like 2 or 3 times. The suppliers that say they supply it, we've reached out 2 or 3 times. Nobody ever got back to us.
That's an interesting business model.
Yes. Right.
Not sell things that you want people to buy.
Yes.
Maybe you're trying to jack up the price. I can see that kind of working. Yeah. Hey, we saw online it's $1,000, but if you actually let me buy it, I'll pay you double.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Just let me buy it, please.
So we've had to change the design that we've been doing and things like that. So it's been fun, I guess, is the best. Yeah. Could you hear the sarcasm there?
Dude, I get it. You and I talked a long time ago about levels in our business and the stress levels that hit as we step up our game and go to the next level. And that level of sarcasm rings so true in my heart because the last 2 to 3 weeks, that has been I've entered into that next level, and it wasn't an easy entrance into that level of stress. It was, dear God, please don't let the plane crash and we all die type level of turbulence into this next level. And so I can fully appreciate and understand that sentiment, and would definitely drink a lot of booze with you right now if you had it. Like, this show's going to be really interesting. Sponsored by Budweiser.
Yes.
Drink responsibly. Won't be driving after
Sorry,
this.
mine would be Tito's, but yes.
Tito's,
okay.
Right? So whatever it would be, there would be a lot of drinking if we went with our emotions and this last couple of weeks, because it's been fun.
Yeah.
That's the right
Yeah.
word,
Right.
right?
The
That's
sarcasm there. Yeah.
fun. So
So,
I totally understand. It's been great though.
Yeah.
I keep telling myself
Yeah.
it's great. How much do you lie to yourself too? I'm
Yeah.
just
Right.
curious.
Yeah. So one of the things we've been enjoying about this though is not only we're not just doing the inside some remodels around here as well, we're doing the outside.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. And so it's nice new colors. We have a metal roof. We're going to be painting the metal roof.
Nice.
Putting some designs in there that we would have never have thought of. So the renderings that he provided just are a lot of fun.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
I am potentially excited. So I'm not trying to get too excited because we don't have a signed lease yet. But he has started sharing some of his ideas about the location and place, and I was like, "Oh, that could be really cool." Now stop it! I don't have it yet. Stop it! Don't get me so attached to this, and the carpet ripped out under our feet, and we free fall because we don't get the place. So,
yeah, but at least you have something to barter.
What?
Because you can do his advertising for him.
Yeah, that's true. It's
me, I just got to flat out pay his ass.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's much more expensive. Much more expensive. But let me tell you, he's worth it, man.
Yeah.
I've seen what he's doing. We have the privilege of going to be helping him with his marketing. I'm really excited to tell some of his story stuff. There's a good chance your stuff is going to pop up in there as far as what he's doing with you guys. Some other storytelling elements about how he got started, his past. He's talking about even doing like a podcast, which I think would be fun.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to get going.
He's got a great personality and some fun stories already that I've heard. So,
and the crazy thing is, I didn't realize how many people make the mistake of not hiring the right person for the job, specifically hiring an architecture. Because I was like, why would you ever need one? Like, you just get the builder, they'll do it for you. Holy crap! In this process of working with him, looking at our building, knowing what you're going through, you save so much money and time and pain by getting the right person at the beginning of the job than after the job was done poorly.
Yeah. Yes. And it's like you said, it's still not, architects are not cheap.
No.
I mean, they're almost as much as attorneys are and doctors. But on the other hand, I think what you can actually save when you get a good one like he is, you're going to end up, it's worth it in the long run.
100%. And some of the things, and something I learned actually from another friend of ours, Jason Case, who does electrical, works over at Ambrose Construction. It does amazing work if you ever need a great electrician. He once said, when you hire the right people, they will talk to you about price engineering, where they know so much you don't know about how to do this right, and then engineer savings and how you build it. It's like you will save so much more money by spending a little bit more hourly on the person. Your project will be potentially half the cost because the person helped you engineer this correctly and then engineered savings into it because they knew what you should get versus what you shouldn't get and how to shore up certain things. It's pretty impressive. It's an art in of itself. As somebody who's runs a marketing company and we do art at times, it's cool. It's cool to watch. It's cool to see. So,
well, he's also helping us with and this is not a promotion for him, but
this is 100% a sponsored ad now. Please give us a discount.
But I'm going off of your last comment where you're talking about the engineering and doing it correct.
Yeah.
We have an association we're working with, and they have these elevated walkways that have, over the years, we just took it on a couple years ago. And when we first took it on, we're like, you got some bad dry rot in these sections that are called structural beams.
Oh,
yeah.
That's bad. I don't know anything about construction, and even I know that's bad.
Yeah, dry rot in a structural beam is not good at all.
No.
And so one of the things that we were trying, he went to the city at no cost, just trying to help out at one point, and said, hey, do you have any of the plans for this? So this way I don't have to redraw everything and come up with everything in calculations, loads. Unfortunately, cities don't. They think they get rid of them after 2 years, it feels like.
Yeah. 30 seconds after they hit that stamp, they're like, throw it in the trash bin.
We got our money.
We got our money. That way they can reapply.
Yes.
Spend more money.
But some of the things that he's coming up with, because all it is, it's unfortunate. There's like a 3-inch, this is a beam that's probably 7-8 inches wide, thick. Sorry. It's probably 16 inches deep. And what we found out is it almost goes through 2 garages outside of the walkways, meaning like in past where the actual location is, you'd have to open up garages 2 each way. to actually get to replace this beam.
That sounds expensive.
It does. So he's come up with some ways to where we can take out the dry rot, put in some metal plates, do some welding, do a little bit of flashing, and then we're not opening up this whole 4 garages to get to it. And so I think that's where the engineering, where you were talking about, comes into play, of hiring the right people that can think outside the box.
Yeah.
Is beneficial to businesses.
Absolutely.
Or remodels or life in general.
I'll be honest, if you are thinking about doing a remodel, actually, he even helped someone remap out their house and like change their house layout. And now it feels amazing and beautiful. And it gave them more space. Like, they had the same square footage, but he redesigned it basically for them. And they're just excited about the house that they were like thinking about selling because they were unhappy. And then basically because an engineer came and go, oh, I see your problem. You hate the flow. Yeah, we do. Once he nailed that, he's like, oh, I can fix this.
Yeah.
And now they love it. And so they're excited.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the other thing that has been going on in my life is we hired a new position, I guess, per se, is the best way to look at it. Trying for some growth. It's definitely something that's outside of my realm. Not just hiring like an assistant that can help with little things here and there. It's to help with the growth of the company. To help with, we have a lot of projects going on for our associations and with what we're telling you with the remodels that we're going through.
Yeah.
And so we hired her to help with those projects.
Yeah.
And it's one of those you don't ever want to say on a podcast like this, per se, is like, oh, we're struggling, we're behind.
Right.
But it happens in life. It happens in businesses.
You are a victim of your own success, is what we like to say.
Thank you very much. Makes me sound
the
better.
Spin.
All right.
You're welcome. I'll be billing you for that.
So we hired a position like this because we hope some entrepreneurs maybe listen to this, because that's what we talk a lot about in this business, in this podcast, is you need, as the owner, you don't want to work in your business. You want to work on your business.
Yeah.
And right now, for the last 5+ years, probably 10, I've been working in the business, not the growth of it. How do we expand? How do we make things better for our clients? How do we make it better for our employees so they enjoy coming to work here and want to stay? All those type of things that you need to do to run a successful business. And I have not been able to work on it as much as I should. And so we're taking this leap of hiring somebody that's going to come in and help with project management, help organize me better, help organize the office better. And then in this time period, she's working on just understanding how the HOA realm works.
Yeah.
And so this way it'll be sales then as part of what we're hoping to get into.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
But so that's our biggest change right now that we're working on.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I actually happen to know the individual you hired. I'll publicly say this because I've told her this. I was so unhappy because I was trying to figure out how to afford this amazing person. And you got her before me, and you dirty dog. I am so happy for you, because she's gonna be excellent for your team. I think she already is, right? She has already jumped in and just helping out, and it was a great savvy move on your part, and I'm excited for you.
I have to say, yes, I did steal her in one aspect, because you told me about the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't think I can afford it. I don't think I could. And it really wasn't afforded. It's more of, can I take the leap of affording it? That makes sense. Hopefully I'm explaining that well enough. It's like,
so this, do you mind?
Because you're frugal with money when you're entrepreneurs. Do you
want me to tell the whole like backstory of our conversation we talked about?
Please.
Cool. So, so for those who don't know, Justin and I are actually friends in real life. That's why we did this podcast. And we both own our businesses, and we actually hold each other accountable and encourage and really push each other to grow. And Justin said a while back, hey, I need a push to hire somebody because we need to grow, and I'm scared. Was that accurate?
That's completely accurate.
I have the opposite problem. I'm doing too much. Well, I actually have the same problem now. I'm doing too much.
And within the last 2 months, you've had that problem.
I've had to get out of the way, and accept that I should start finding people and hire them and put the right people in the right job. And there's some other great conversations he and I have often about why I didn't go work out this week and how I needed to. Right?
We're skipping that part.
We're going to get that. I figured since I said something, you should say something too about how I failed. But so I remember us talking about this and about this opportunity that came up. I said, man, whatever business gets her, they're going to get an all-star, amazing person. I got to figure out how to afford this person. Like, she would just help me explode my business because she's such a good worker. I just don't know. I couldn't, and I knew what she wanted. I just couldn't make the money work. Because we're still growing, we're doing great, but she wants exactly what she's worth, what she should get, and I just wasn't quite there yet. And so we had that conversation. I remember you called me, and you're like, "Hey, what if I hired her?" I went, "Oh my God, that's a brilliant move. I hate you so much." I think those are exact words I said.
Yeah.
I hate you so much. Go do it. Go call her now, is what I think I said. And you're like, "Well, I was going to do this." I said, no.
I was going to text her.
Oh, you're going to text? I said, no, do not do
I
that.
think maybe that was my cheat way of like, well, it's easier letdown for me if it doesn't work out.
I said,
but
no,
yes.
no. Go call her right now. And I think the compromise, you were going to call her that evening because you were busy, right?
Well, I texted her and said, "Are you available this evening?" So we did that. And then we did end up having the phone call. Yeah. So.
And then it worked out.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, guess who called me after you had that conversation?
Her.
She called me.
Yeah.
"Oh my God, do you know who just offered me a job?" I said, "Maybe."
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, Baba, what do you think?" I said, "I hate myself right now because I'm going to tell you to run toward that job because I can't afford you. And you should work with someone you're going to explode in and do all these things. I think this is what he wants. I think there's a lot of room for you to grow. And I think you're going to make his life amazing. And I'm so angry I have to tell you that." And she was laughing. She goes, "Oh, thank you so much." And then I think within a week, you guys came to something that worked out for both of you. And then you literally called me and went, "Hey, guess who I just hired?" And I was like, "I hate you so much." I'm like, "Are you rubbing this in my face?" And you said,
"A little bit."
A little bit. Yeah. And I totally applaud you for that because you deserve a great work. All your people are great, but like this is that person who can really come in, potentially be that second you've been looking for. So we'll see. But I think you got a great person, and that was hard for you. You stepped way outside of where you're comfortable with.
Yeah. And so far she's fitting in with the other employees in here. Yeah. Yes. It was funny. We have one who she has a different personality. Not the who we hired has a different personality is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we have a lady in here. Her name is Jean.
Yes.
And all of a sudden she just started calling her Jeannie. And I'm like, I don't think she likes that name, but I don't know yet.
We're gonna find out.
We found out today. She's like, "Yeah, I don't like that name."
Fair enough.
So it's just funny. Like she has that energy though, where she's just like, "I'm just going to do this, and we'll test this limit, and then I'll find out if this actually works or not." And so that's the kind of thing where that's the stepping outside the limit as well with her, and how she handles things.
Yeah, and I think that's huge, man. And I just want to say, from another business owner who gets to connect with you almost every week, and we both share personally off camera our struggles about how do we do this better. Dude, you made a huge leap, and it's already paying off. You took half a day.
I told you, I'll get back to that in a second. But I've been telling you actually for a year and a half.
Yeah.
That is my biggest thing. I knew exactly what I had to do for a year and a half, and I was scared shitless to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just something I'm not used to doing. And it's not a position in the sense I have an assistant, I have managers, I have somebody in accounting. So those are positions that I know I just need filled. This was one this is a gamble position. And if she's listening to this, it's not in a gamble of, I don't want her to get scared. Like, oh no, it's like,
she'll just work harder. She'll just work harder, make you more money.
That's where I'm going with it as well. So I'm not nervous that way, but in my mind, it was a gamble position is where I was. That's the comment.
Because I mean, this is not a for sure thing, what I'm about to say. So someone's going to hear this and go, "Oh, this is the plan." I said, no. This is my looking into the future. This person potentially could help you run the business. She could be the person that you put in charge so you can step away for a week, a month, a year entirely, and still she'll make the business money.
Yeah. And that's what any owner wants to try and find.
May have found your successor.
Yeah.
And that's something you and I have been talking about, like, hey, what's the next 5 years look like for you? So I'm excited for you, man. This is a big win. And so I think we just shout out applaud real quick. If you're online, please just go ahead and applaud with us. Thank you. Send those good vibes and send some congratulations in the comment section below. We'd love for you to shout out to Justin. Mostly so we ignore the things I haven't done this week.
Well, we're both learning on it. So, it's one of those that hopefully you're going to see what the gamble will pay off in the long run.
Yeah, okay, I told my story. Why don't you tell the story about my gamble that I am currently working on?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot.
I know. It's fun times. It's the spot, the location.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's two. There's that and the other thing I need to do that I haven't done yet.
Was that the working out part? No,
well, there's
sorry.
That too. There's that too. So there's three things.
Okay.
Man, I am really just
all right.
failing.
You're gonna have a couple busy months here. Yes.
Man, it's gonna be rough.
No, you've been actually looking for about the last 6 months for a spot as well.
Longer. I think it's been. Well, we've dreamed of having a spot for like 2 years. We've been actively looking for 6 months and being like, we're gonna actually spend money.
Okay, so you were looking at some spot in Sassoon.
Yeah.
Or Cordelia area. Sorry,
Yep.
I know if you're not from here, you don't know where that is, but this is our Is that the spot?
No, it's
okay,
not the spot.
Good, because I was nervous for you on that one.
We were nervous too. There
was one where floors were like
rolling.
Yes,
I
and
that,
like I think water standing still underneath them,
potential black mold issues.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure that's something where Mateo would have came in and figured out a fix for it.
Oh,
but was it worth it?
He told me the price of that fix,
yes.
and I went, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, and those who are not familiar with the commercial realm of businesses or the commercial leasing, it's called TI, tenant improvements, and the you're responsible for it.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes they put it into the lease or the cost or things like that, but one way or another, a lot of times you're responsible for the remodel that's going to take place in that. So,
for those who don't,
it could have been negotiated. Yeah. There's always negotiations.
Of course. It was a great big spot, and we could have definitely leveraged it. And I think the right business in there will do well. For us, it just didn't work out. The rolling floors were an issue that I was willing to work with. I was like, maybe can just build.
Could have been good for sound, though. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Like,
just bounce right off of it. Yeah.
It's so close to the ground that it just absorbs the sound, which also is a problem when it rains. It's a different issue.
Water's a good insulator.
I was actually, if presented, I would have signed. Luckily, the other person kind of dropped the ball. I got to see a couple other places and went, let me take a step back and really understand what we need. Because the price was right, but the spot wasn't. And I still think another business would be great in that spot. And it was right by the waterfront. And there are a lot of things about it I liked.
So what is it that you like about this spot?
The new spot?
Yes, the new one. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, so we found a new spot. It's in Fairfield. So real close to where we live, which was a big win for some of us.
I have a 5-minute commute. I know what you're talking about. That's wonderful.
Quite how long does it take us to get there? Is it about 5? Less than 5?
Yeah.
3 minutes?
I get mad when I hit 2 lights on my way to work.
Yeah, and it takes you 7 minutes.
7 minutes,
there.
yes. So
yeah,
yes, you can bitch all you want. Those people that have the 2-hour commute, I get it. I've been there.
Yeah.
But now,
we purposely bought or or renting spots by it, so you get to pay that price.
Yeah.
So what about this place? I'm going to say something crazy stupid, but the number one thing for me, not anybody else, is the vibe. I walked in and went, oh, I can do this. This works. And it's nothing I would have ever considered. It's a weird donut shaped type thing. So it's got a courtyard, but I started going, wait, I could do events here. I could build something in this courtyard. I could build a bar, and I could put some nice plants here, and I could put some tables out here, and I could host events or some of the podcasts over beers that we talked about doing. Because I came up with an idea of doing drinks with construction workers and some other things. I was like, ooh, I could build that here. Oh, these rooms, literally we can move in and start hitting the record button. It just works. So ease of use, the location was nice. It was quiet. It was close. For me, it was the vibe. I just felt comfortable. It's like putting on an old slipper, like your favorite slippers. It just feels nice. I got that from this place. And it was a standalone building. We will only take half of it, but it feels like it would just be ours. Even if we shared with somebody, it wouldn't feel like I'm in an office with 100 other people. I feel like it's easier to find us and meet with us. There's a nurturing aspect to it that I really liked. It just felt open. And the number one reason I like it, my business partner went, oh, I like this. And I went, done. We're done looking because this is the first one you said you actually liked. So what is it going to take to get this place?
Yeah, no, that's huge. Good.
Yeah, that was.
Did you actually sign the lease yet? Or
No, we are just waiting on final terms. But I've been told all terms are accepted. Just waiting on leasing, and hopefully we get it this week. Maybe.
Oh,
hopefully.
Congratulations.
Maybe. I'm not gonna bet on anything until it's in my hand signed and I paid a deposit.
So maybe by our next podcast we'll have some updates for everybody.
Maybe. That would be amazing. I might be celebrating or crying.
Yeah.
Or both.
All right. No, vibes are huge when you're talking about something like that. It's since we're doing the remodel that we're talking about on the outside, we've been doing some small test areas. We're doing it right in front of our office space. So this way we're not like disrupting everybody else, and just pulling up for the 10-foot section that we've actually done the painting on. Was like driving up even 100 feet away. We're like, oh man, this is now turning into our building. We love these colors. We love this design. We can see it. So I understand where you're going with the vibe. You're going to be going there hopefully for the next 10 plus years.
So we're looking at a 5-year lease, which was insane.
Oh, there you go. Next 5 years.
Well, potentially more. So immediately the next thing I did was look at research of how do I buy a building. So there's a great loan you can get once you're in a building and renting through the Small Business Association. So I literally went, okay, cool. What do we need for that? Okay, this is the value of the building. So we have it potentially in the lease that we can buy the building if we're interested.
Oh, nice.
So after X amount of time, we can offer to buy the building, and we already have that in the contract. Because we went, look, if this works, let's just invest in ourselves.
Yeah.
Because I did the math, and it's about what we pay in rent if we got a loan.
Yeah. And the nice thing is if you're doing the remodels now and you buy it, you've already done the upgrades to it.
And it's triple net, so I'm already paying for it all anyway. Yeah. So why not? So, I mean, that's the dream. Reality might be a very different thing. You know how it is once you get in, the truth comes out. So hopefully it'll work out for us. That has been a big, scary step because it's not cheap. And it does not guarantee more income. And you know how I feel about that.
So you said we talked about the three things. Working out was the one thing you weren't doing.
I was not doing.
And you tried to put me on the spot in the second, and I just bombed.
Yeah.
So what is the second
thing? The last thing we talked about is I need to hire somebody.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Basically the same thing that we were talking about with, yes.
Yeah. I realized I have to get out of our way. I like helping people, as you know. That is great for growing a small business. It's not great for a successful business. Right or wrong, I need a hungry salesperson who's going to maximize our profits. And I need them to get out of the way and let them do that. And that is a scary thing for me.
But you're there. I think once we get to this building,
I think
get things settled in, that should be the next step. Because doing both of them at the same time could be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So
we're probably going to try to move in, and then you'll be invited to the grand opening, of course.
All right.
And we might even move the podcast there. You never know.
No, no, it's good and bad.
He's like, now I got to come to you.
Yeah.
He's like, I so
now
nice.
I got a 15-minute commute.
I got a 15-minute. I hate you.
At least the good thing for me though is I'll be going against the normal traffic of on the freeway. So
I may have to throw in some like favelas or something to make you want to show up. Like,
no, you've done this for the last year and a half. I think it'll be time.
Yeah, it's good. So I'm with you. I am in a state of growth and terrifying growth. It is, man, let me just, for pure like transparency, there's a document I get to sign which guarantees I will pay something for X amount of years no matter what. That is a scary thing. Like, even if my business goes under, I'm still on the hook. Like, that's
until it's rented out, or
that is a scary thing. And man, I know this will bring us more growth, because it's always, whenever we were a location, we made more. Yeah. Right. So I think that will happen, but
come on, more confidence there. I think that'll happen. I get what you're saying.
Though. Yeah. I think you and I, both as business owners, we get so comfortable with what we know and is predictable.
Yes.
And growth is not. We are making a bet on ourselves. And sometimes it's an expensive bet. It's not a little bit of money. It's thousands of dollars a month plus.
But, we talk about the Gary Vee and Alex Hormozi on this, and that's what they always talk about. You have to step out of that comfort zone, and that's where your growth is going to come from. And that's the steps we're in right now.
There are parts of me that is extremely excited, and I will like geek out about the things I want to do with that space. Like really cool film stuff I want to do. And I think something my business partner caught the other day. He goes, "This is the first time in like a year and a half I've seen you excited about this business." I go, "Well, I like what we do." He goes, No. Excited.
Yeah.
Like you're actually excited about this. I said, "Yes, this is the stuff you and I dreamed about doing, making content, filming, like doing insane things and telling fun stories. We get to do that now at our own place.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this. Period. Like that's the exciting thing." Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's been going on last couple of weeks. Just, spiraling out of control, emotionally manic, normal stuff.
So besides that, back to my boring life otherwise.
Yeah. Working out. Something that the audience hasn't been reminded about in 30 seconds is that you work out like crazy, and I didn't this week. And there's a reason why we bring that up. Because something's happening sooner than Hayes wants.
We have a Spartan race coming up.
We have a Spartan race, and one of us is not prepared for that yet. So
if you're not familiar with what a Spartan race is, we mentioned it on here a couple of times.
I mean, no, it's a fun race.
They're called obstacle course races, where you go over walls, monkey bars type climbing and stuff like that.
Do you know that we pay for this torture? I meant privilege.
Yes. That's one of the things they always say at the beginning. Yes. So that is one thing that is coming up.
Yeah.
So
we're preparing for that. One of us is way more prepared than the other.
Yeah. But I get to do it 2 days in a row. So I'm actually doing it the day before racing for my own challenge. And then we're doing it the next day so I can go ahead and do it with you and some other BNI members.
Yeah. He just low key just threw a bunch of shade at us. In other words, he's going to go run it for real. So it's a challenge to him. And then he's going to come back and walk with us. Peons who are so below him, slowly trudging through this literal hell that we had decided to pay for, laughing at us, going, "You two can get over that wall, or we can just all do the squats." And he immediately goes to do the squats because he knows we're not going to get over
in
the
a Spartan race. If you don't do an obstacle, you have to do either like an extra
burpees or something, right?
50 meters of walking, running, or you have to do 30 burpees.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be there to help with the burpees.
Yes, that is
just saying.
I'm so appreciative of that.
Yes.
So I just wanted a little bit of humor there. Thank you so much for throwing some shade at us out of prime manly workouts, whatever physique you are, you Adonis of working out.
Right. I think that's a good place for us to end.
I know, right?
Since we started with the bullshit, we can end with the bullshit.
Right?
Yes.
So that's what's been going on in our lives, right? And of course, a couple other things we'd love to talk to you about, like what's the number one thing we want people to do on our channel, Justin?
Subscribe, hit that button, share with a friend. Enemy. Share with an enemy. Oh, see, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to get better at the end.
Frenemy.
The last time you said the dog as well. Okay.
Dog walker, the cat, if they have an email account, we don't care.
Yes.
We don't judge anybody, any living being that has an email account that can subscribe. Heck, you go make new emails to go subscribe. You can do that. We don't care. We're not checking on it.
And like we talked about on our last podcast, we are trying to eventually earn some money, whether it's 10 years from now on these podcasts.
In 100 years.
It won't happen unless you hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Or remember, we're asking for swag.
Swag? Oh, yeah. Something new. So we just started asking for this. At some point, we're going to give you an address, probably Justin's, where you can send cool stuff for us to unbox, preferably not rated R, because that should be fun and something. And a reason why I'm only giving out his address, because we 100% trust you.
Well, we just talked
sending us weird stuff.
We talked about the gambles we're doing, so we need some extra.
We just like to live on the edge. Yeah. Well,
reason for living. So hit that subscribe button.
And send us cool crap. And don't forget to give us a comment below, especially if you're going to send us something weird. Give us a heads up, please. Until next time, we are
the Average White Guys.